afternoon, everyone, or good evening, or good morning, or good day, depending on where you are, I guess. Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you on board. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is VolcanoX, a live stream. Thanks for joining, and a beautiful day here. Well, actually, I don't know if I want to call it beautiful. It is overcast. But it is a lovely 21 or 22 degrees Celsius here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and doing not bad, I guess, for the weather. They did say clouds for today, at least no rain, although I don't think a rain shower would be a bad thing right now. They just cut the grass in bunny land here, so it probably wouldn't hurt just to get a quick shower in there. Anyway, what you're seeing on the screen, of course, is Mount Etna, two different feeds, and watching the lava or bacon flows coming out of that fissure that is at 2,800 feet, or sorry, 2,800 meters on the side of Mount Etna. Unfortunately, both shots are slightly out of focus. Nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. I'm not the one in control of those cameras. Anyway, big welcome to my moderators. Arizona Snowman is in the house. Welcome. And Piggy is here. She's just in the background right now. So I'll welcome Piggy. And so when Piggy does pop out there, we'll be ready and get her cart and her crayons and everything, and we'll get things ready for her, because I'm sure she'll be along soon enough. She's just kind of trying to hide in the background, but we got her cart out there and her crayons ready to go, so whenever you decide to pop in there, Piggy, they're all good to go. Sits in the Lurkers Lounge, Juliet. Speaking of Juliet, Juliet is number one in the channel today. Anyway, I was going to continue with the moderators. We also have C&D Boy. Bob is also here, as well as Lucas Snow. So welcome to all of my moderators. And I'm not sure if Joseph Fields will show up, but he could pop in as well. And there could be others lurking in the background. You never know. Anyway, you guys, beautiful day, and it is, of course, Saturday here in Edmonton. It is still Saturday, the 4th of June, 1 month away from the 4th of July for the United States, of course, and that's all cool. And no, I didn't win the darn lottery, and nobody won it. So... Darn! That $70 million still up for grabs here in Canada. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that in. Gonna say welcome to everyone. And it's kind of an uneventful day, so we're not too worried. Anyway, welcome to Kevin Haynes. I was going to give Juliet her cookies. I better do that real quick. And Aurelio was pretty close, but he came in about 3 seconds later. So unfortunately, Juliet did clearly make it first. There wasn't any doubt about it on my screen anyway, unless there's other delays. Anyway, okay, getting back to it. Welcome, Kevin Haynes and DS Cushion. Welcome. Sarah Miles is here as well. Sue Hayes. Susie is back. Welcome. And going up the list a little bit more. We got Kevin Haynes. Layla is back. Good to see you again. Hermione, of course, in the channel or in the chat. Welcome. Going up some more and trying to see. Mars 2028 is here as well. And Tetra, welcome back. John Shepard also here. Good to see you. And going up a little bit more, Tetra dancing. What? The dancing Dr. Fox is coming. Yeah, 2 left feet, unfortunately. I'm not a good dancer, I'll put it that way. Anyway, Aurelio is here as well. We see that. Welcome. Spooky Avocado also made it in. Good to see you. And going up a little bit more, and we'll see what else or who else we've got here. We got Hermione, we got Susie, we got Kevin, and Philomena. Welcome back, Philomena. I haven't seen you for quite some time. Derek Shave also here. Welcome. And let's see who else we got. OFU Lux from Luxembourg. Thanks for flying on in, and hope your anti-gravity is working well. Going up a little bit more and trying to locate some more names here. And let's see. Pamela Moncure, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And going up a little bit more and trying to find more wonderful names here. We got Kevin, we got Aurelio, we got Bob. Oh boy, where are the other names? Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling all the way up to the top. And do we see any others in here? Nope. All the way right to the very top, and right to where Juliet came in. So not a problem. Anyway, I see Joseph did make it in. Welcome, Joseph. Glad to have you on board. And let's see. I guess we're good with Etna for right now. I do kind of want to pop back and look. I didn't make any recordings of it today. It was just kind of doing the same thing all day long, and I thought, well, we really don't need that. So let's see if we can just take or look at the single shot here, if I can get it to switch properly. And what the heck is it doing? It's turning on music. It's not supposed to be turning on music. Okay, now it turned on music somewhere else. What the heck is going on here? Alright, I found the song that it turned on. Boy, this thing keeps popping me around like crazy. I don't understand why. I'm going to have to see. It's ever since that last update that I've had here on the software. It just likes to go wherever it wants to go. Good, we got the banner turned off. Then we can go back in the day a little bit and see what it was like. And, you know, kind of get a general idea. Anyway, so that's what we were looking at earlier. It's more of the same, really. It's kind of puffing along, doing its thing. We know the vents up top are active, but not as active as they used to be. We do still see the bacon flowing down the hill, of course, once it gets into what we call twilight almost, I guess, is what we like to see. Well, once that bacon starts to glow, you can kind of see it there. And that's always a nice time of day. If we move it along a little bit more, we can see it better. There we go. And you know, it's continuing to flow there. I don't know what the flow rates are, and that was something I was looking for this morning. I could not find anything for what is coming out, because it is coming out of multiple spots, and makes it a little bit more difficult, I guess. Hey, Mona Alfano is also here. Welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And let's see. We got Susie. Who else snuck in here? Henry Nelson. Good to see you. No bacon bits today. No. Wow. We're not going to see extra bacon. We're just going to see the stuff that's coming out right now, unfortunately. And it is, well, it is. It's going to be an easier day today. Just kind of trying not to overdo it. It is the weekend after all, you guys, and need to relax a little bit. So a calm day, and we're going to keep this stream right to the 2-hour mark. Really try to shorten it up a little bit and make it nice that way. Anyway, seeing that bacon coming down the hill, it got intense or brighter as the evening progressed. That is just about 9 p.m. out there in Sicily. Still quite light, but that bacon is glowing really, really nicely. And my voice sounds better. Yeah, actually, Mona, you should have heard it earlier. It was absolutely horrible. Because it was warm yesterday, so I thought, oh, okay. Well, I had my window open in the bedroom, and I've got a fan there that kind of blows in through the bedroom and helps keep the noise out of my office here where I'm doing the thing from, or the stream. And I thought, okay, I'll leave the window open during the night. And temperature-wise, it was okay, not a problem that way. But I woke up, I could no longer breathe through my nose. That's how plugged up it was. So I'll tell you, the allergies are bad, and of course. The pollen in the air, when we think about, well, how do you judge how much pollen is really in the air? I had a look in the bunny water dish just before I went out to the store. The coating on there, it's no wonder the bunnies don't want to drink it. It's all full of pollen and really, really too thick. Yeah, pollen in the bedroom, sleeping there all night, yep. And yeah, yeah, it's hard to sleep with your nose plugged. I can't breathe through my mouth. Besides, if you breathe through your mouth, all those spiders will climb in there, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm kidding. There ain't no spiders climbing in my mouth here. And take some bacon, Kevin. Yep, take some bacon. You need extra bacon. It is beautiful. It does look nice on the screen, though. And like I say, that was from roughly 9 p.m. Sicily time, and that is, what is that? That's about an hour and a quarter ago. So yeah, hour and 15 minutes roughly, and that's what we were seeing. So not bad. Alba Girl also made it in. Welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. Yeah, extra protein. Yep. Al Henry. Never mind. It's a bad subject, so I'm not even going to go down that road right now. I don't want to get too freaked out here. All right. Sticking to what we're seeing, though, it is still doing its thing, and we appreciate Etna. In all her joy and fun, and we like seeing it. Have you tried Afrin? There is what? There's no way I'd be able to sleep in a hot. Okay, sleep in the summer without it. Okay. Yeah. No, I haven't tried that, but I'm okay. Anyway, let's carry on with our good stuff and see what else we've got cooking around the world. And I'll leave Etna be for right now. We'll get back if something happens. We're definitely going to take a big look. And of course, during the breaks, we'll definitely get back to it. So that is current time that we're seeing, 22:07. And that is what it is looking like right now. Just to go through some of the other views. Oh, that one isn't working. This one, of course, is working. That one, I don't know. They've got some problems with that camera. And this one is being too fuzzy. This one, we can't see it at all. And that one is too far away. But we do see that it is got a big light up top. And that is telling us we do have a moon. Is that the moon? Is that the moon rising over Etna? That would be so cool. I wonder if it's in the other shot. No, they're too low for that. Nope, not working. All right, back to that. So a moon over Etna. That is a moonful delight. Don't confuse that with an eruption. And let's see, maybe it's not the moon, maybe it is the eruption. I don't know. I don't see a moon over here. Mind you, that's the wrong angle. So Anything is possible. Oh, that one didn't work. Let's go back to here for right now, and we'll leave Etna be. And actually, I'm curious now. Is that the moon, or is that? That's got to be the moon coming out over there. That can't be at the top of Etna. Mind you, it's in the right place for an eruption up top. It must be really, really close there. Let's just try to go back and see where the top of it is. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to put my mouse on it. Let's see if we can, hang on, I got to use my mouse, darn it. Yeah, we want to go back to alive. We'll get the mouse back in there in the right spot. So we'll see exactly where it is here. Give me a second. No, because the top of the hill would be right here. So that is the moon, you guys. We figured it out. It's the stuck lava truck. No, the lava truck, last time I heard, was down there behind that other hill. At least that's what Trev told me. Hey, Duchess of Elements is here as well. Good to see you. Let's see, did I miss anyone else sneaking in? We got Aurelio. Who else? Mona Alfano is also here, so welcome. Yeah, I think we're good with names, and I will carry on here. Let us leave it here, though, and we're going to pop over to Iceland and have a look and see what's going on there. A little bit hazy on that particular view. We can probably go back a little bit. Now, I know it wasn't the best of views there today. I'm going to back it up a little bit, and then we can see. So that's about 5.5 hours ago, and that's kind of the hazy day that we were seeing. But we are still seeing heat coming out of this, even though we're not seeing any more smoking on the edges. And that is kind of weird, kind of unique. I don't know what's going on with all that heat, the waviness. If that is still some fumarolic activity from before, or if that is new stuff, we have no idea. Looking at this long-range shot from present, we do see a little bit of hazy smoke around that area. And that stuff that was down low here is not billowing up and out. It's kind of leveling off a little bit right over top of the valley. So there might be some different wind blowing in here or something. But yesterday we seen quite a bit of smoke coming right out of this area, and it seems to be a lot less today. So not sure what's going on. I hope that lawnmower outside isn't getting in here too much. I can see it when I stop talking. The mic level is pretty loud there, so let me know if it gets too irritating, you guys. Anyway, of course, our wonderful Ragnar is still doing its thing. Hey, Storm Chaser, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Anyway, looking at the other camera, oh, that one froze. It was working before, live. Let's try that again. Okay. Well, I guess it's frozen now. That is okay. I'm not going to worry about it. And that is, of course, the power plant and the Blue Lagoon. And then you can see it again down here on this other view. So there's two cameras in that area. And so you can see this here, and then your Blue Lagoon would be on this side a little bit more. I believe, if I'm looking at it the right way, that camera should be down here as somewhere looking at it, possibly right on this little mound. I don't know exactly where, but it's seeing that front little lake. That is this area. So cool looking, and no worries, we'll leave it be. And we don't see anything else major happening there. I'm going to put it back onto this one, and we'll take a look at the harmonic tremor chart. And of course, let's see, that is how come is that a little bit out of kilter? Need to, come on, you can do it. All right, it doesn't want to move for me for some reason. Okay, close enough. All right, now we'll refresh it real quick just so we have the latest and greatest. Oh, there are a couple extras in there I didn't see before, so good thing we refreshed. One thing we did notice, it was on the way down quite a bit, and it did hit down fairly low, and then now it's starting to come back up a little. And nice to see, but don't know if that's going to really mean anything. We do see a couple of quakes in here and some little tiny tremor activity. I'm not sure what to make of it or where that was. This one is roughly about noonish or thereabouts. I wanted to see if that same one is in Grimsvatn, or sorry, not Grindavik, I mean. And Grindavik, of course, would indicate that one. Okay, that is not quite the same spot, so I'm not sure what the heck is going on. That might be a different one, but it looks almost the right place. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4 empty dots on that side. So yeah, I think it's a different quake. Let's just do a quick double check. Yep, it is a different quake, because that would be this one here is the one that spiked up over there. So this one's got to be further away from that area. What's out your window? Okay, somebody is noticing that. My Zoe needs Godzilla to breathe in her, or a UFO zap, or yeah, something. We need something to get going. What? I told you, Tetra, pay attention. It's the lawnmower. Yeah. Yard work. Yep. The lawnmower that doesn't the lawnmower guy that doesn't pick up any sticks, he just runs them over. You know, never mind. It's just something I find a little weird. Anyway, getting it back here. So let's go have a look at the earthquakes. We see what we've got here, and hopefully this is going to show a rise and make that happen. And that lawnmower will go away eventually. Don't worry, you guys. He won't be there forever. I'm sure he's killed that stick enough already. Oh boy. Okay, looking at it, we do have a few little earthquakes here and there. And let's start out at the top. And we're going to compare several different maps today, because I already noticed that on this one does not have the same as the other guys. And I kind of always get a little bit confused and worried about why one is showing stuff the other one isn't. This one is one of the ones from yesterday, 1825, for that 1.4, and the 1.3 also from yesterday at 1753. So we'll leave those two alone and move on, take a look and see if we can find some stuff here at Astja. And according to this one, we have nothing at Astja, and also nothing at Grimsvatn or Bardabanga. We don't have anything out here right at Katla. We do have a quake in a kind of an unusual place right here, though, 1.5, and that is 15.1 kilometers down from yesterday as well. 23:26 was the time on that guy. And I don't see too many others in that area. And sliding over, don't see anything up here on that map. And if we zoom in here a little bit, and a little bit more, and one more time, I guess, 1.9, that might be from yesterday. Nope, brand new from today, 5:21 a.m. 4.9 kilometers down and 1.9 in magnitude. There's a 1.3 magnitude here, 5 kilometers down from yesterday at 17:13. So that's why I was kind of thinking because there were two here yesterday. I thought that both of them might have been. Anyway, looking at Geldingadara, our valley right here, and Ragnar sits right about here, and we are not seeing anything there seismically at this point in time. Sliding over a little bit more towards Grindavik, and that is Grindavik, that is the power plant and the Blue Lagoon. We do see these a few here, and according to this one, that's not a heck of a lot. 1.0, 5.1 kilometers down at 317. This 1.4 here is 5.8 kilometers down from yesterday at 1445. That should have been off of there already. 24 hours is up, isn't it? Anyway, 10:04 a.m., 5.3 for that 1.1 magnitude. And hang on, 1.1. It says 1.6 on the board here. Okay. 1.2, that one is right. 5.4 kilometers down from yesterday, 1641. And so we really don't have anything majorly new there. Looking at this guy right there from today, 8:56 a.m. and that is a little bit weird. 100 meters down and a 1 in magnitude, so not very big, and something may have changed or collapsed about 100 meters down. Odd and weird. Looking at the rest here, we do have this 2.1 from yesterday. 1750 was the time on it, 5.3 kilometers down. This 1.4 also, well, it's 5.2 kilometers down, same time frame, 1814 on that guy. So really nothing new according to this map. You know, it's like we're going over the old stuff. 2349 on this 1.4, 5.8 kilometers down. So really I'm not seeing it here, and that's why I was going to say let's go. I'll look at the other maps. This I don't understand. This is brand new. What happened here? And holy mackerel, why is that there? Why is that not on the other map? And where did these come from? Okay, unless we've got all get up and go is gone crazy in Iceland, I'm wondering what the heck is going on. Have we got sensors malfunctioning, or is this just something to throw us off? 3.9, 5.2 kilometers down, 3.9, another one, 5.2 kilometers down, 3.5, 2.5 kilometers down at 1651 for that one, 1654 for this, 1654. I don't know. I'm a little confused here, you guys. Anybody got any explanations as to what might be going on here? Why we've got these on here? Because it doesn't look right. To me, I didn't see those quakes on the other maps. And I'm really wondering what the heck is going on, because these are all 3.5s, 3.9s, 3.2 fair size, 2 kilometers down on that guy, 5.2 on that one, 5.2 on that, 5.2 on that, 5.2 on that. So yeah, like what's going on? Hands out ice cream, everyone. Hey, Johnny Gonzalez, welcome. And ice cream is nice of you to hand that out. Yep, that's, that's what I'm thinking, but why are they at that 5 kilometer mark? That's a little odd. 5.2 clicks on that 2.7, 19 52 on that one, so a little later. 1726 on this guy, also 5.2 kilometers down. And this one here, 1815, 2.7 according to that, 5.2 clicks down. I'm just kind of out of loss here. 2.4, 2.1, also a 1731. This other guy here, 2.1, a 1929. I'm baffled. What the heck is going on? Those could be duplicates from a few days ago. You know, I'm wondering if, but don't we have this? Hang on, is this not set right? It's supposed to be set on one day. 25 kilometers. Should be one day. Hang on, there we go. How did that get changed? So we do still have a 2.7 showing here, and that makes a little more sense. Something got changed all by itself rather than being on one day. But that still doesn't make sense. Where's that 2.7 at? And all right, confusion, absolute mass confusion. Okay, well, let's take a look at some other things here. We don't see a heck of a lot going on here. A 0 on this one, 5.2 clicks down. Why 5.2 kilometers? It's just maybe a magic number they're plugging in. 21 for that guy. This one, 0.8 at 1954, and that was 1.1 kilometers down. And that would be in the ice or just on the edge of it. This is Astja over there, so Grimsbotn would be right there, and that's Bardabunga. So down here, wherever it is in the ice, that's what we're looking at. Don't see anything else here. I'm going to go to the other map here and do a refresh on it and see if that still shows up as a 3-day map. Yep, and it did. Okay, just to double check here, and I trust this one more than the other ones, but still, this is something I noticed here that we didn't see on the other maps. And remember, I was saying we haven't seen any activity here at all, and lo and behold, it is on this map. Point 2, 6 kilometers down from today's 1745, just on the edge of Not Kriki. This is not Hagi, by the way, and Gelding Gadarler is right in here, and we do see that little swarm up here, and that's always interesting. These are too low though to make any difference. 0.1, 9 kilometers down, 1:45 a.m. For that guy. This one here, from yesterday, 21:34, 0.3, and that is 6 kilometers down. This guy here, 0.4, 6 kilometers down, 3:28 a.m. And then we also have this guy in between here, from yesterday, 21:47.5. Also 6 kilometers down. So we do actually show a little bit of activity there, which is nice in a way, because I wanted to see that. I want to see more action happening. But we still have an underlying magma chamber underneath that whole area. So whatever can happen probably will. We didn't see all these little tremors in the other one. I don't know why they're not listed on the other maps. Everything from all stuff from yesterday and today mixed in here. And that is from today, 8:15 as an example, 0.3, 6 kilometers down. So why weren't these on the other maps? And that is kind of a question. Anyway, 6 kilometers down is not going to be anything scary. We see most of the ones that are right under Grindavik have subsided. There are still a few little spots here and there that are a little bit weird. 3:43 a.m. 0.2, 4 kilometers down on that guy. Then we've got another one there, 5 kilometers down, 0.4, 3:45 a.m. And the middle one here, 3:41, just about 3:42 a.m. 0.1. You know, it makes you wonder why they're right there. Here's one that's right in town, fresh, 5 minutes after 1 a.m. 5 kilometers down though, and that's actually good in my kind of viewpoint here, because that means it's not going to erupt right in town if it does erupt. We do have, according to this map, a little bit more in here. 2-minute warning, thanks, do appreciate it. Yesterday 2350, and that was 5 kilometers down, 2.2, and we've got a bunch more right around it. And really cool, really interesting stuff to see all of these on this map. And I'm wondering, you know, are we ever going to see a volcano pop from this system, or is it going to just stagnate and disappear? And I'm thinking it will. It's just going to take a little bit of time, and we'll see how things go in the future. Anyway, speaking of Iceland, since we're doing our thing, I'm going to leave it on here. And oh, hang on, somebody said that they wanted that other song though. Let me see if I can copy that, and we'll go back into Iceland, and then we'll put that other tune in here that I played earlier. There we go, paste it, and we'll make that happen right away. And let's see if we make sure it's turned to the start there. All right, so got that ready. Anyway, for those good people who have joined us, if you have not yet hit that that like button, please do consider hitting the like button if you are enjoying the info and the data coming at you. And also, if you're new to the stream and you have not yet hit that wonderful subscribe button, please do consider it. And Luke has another Luke. We have another Luke in here. Luke has from UK. Welcome, and glad to have you on board. And don't get confused with Lucas Snow. He's in Texas. Slightly different spelling though, but it'll be probably similar pronunciations. Okay, let's see. All right, I'll leave it be at that for right now. So I'll leave that on the screen. You guys enjoy that. Watch it, the funeral activities, and I am going to go take a 5-minute break. I will be back, and then we are going to continue. Are you saying it will stagnate and quiet down, or are you saying it will erupt eventually? Mars? The answer to that is yes. And I know you're going, what? It's all good. We don't know what's going to happen yet, and it really is too early for me to tell. I really don't know. It could erupt, or it could go quiet. A little bit more shaking, we could see it happen. Arizona Snowman says maybe 10,000 years. I would even cut that down a little bit, maybe 1,000 years, or maybe tomorrow, as you said. Anything is possible, you guys. Anyway, we're gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna go take that break, you guys. I will be back in 5 minutes or thereabouts. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Keep smiling and hit that like button. Thanks. What is the name of this tune? It is 6 Seasons by Unicorn Heads. 6 Seasons by Unicorn Heads. All right, I'll be back. Thanks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got that microphone back on. Gonna turn that music all the way down and off, and there we go. And thank you everyone for joining or being here. Glad to have you all on board. Do see Gura just popped in as well. Good to see you, Gura. And Grandma B also in the house. And nice to see you, Grandma B. Sharon Stewart also here saying I can hear you. And thank you for the welcome backs and so on. Do appreciate that, you wonderful people. And Timothy Sowers, I did see you joined up in the membership. Thank you. That is awesome. I appreciate you helping out. Hey, Anna Wallner is here. Anna, welcome. Glad to see you. And haven't seen you for a while, so real good to have you on board again. Anyway, looking at what we've got, of course, what you're seeing on the screen is Ragnar, and it is kind of got some fumarolic off-gassing, or whatever you want to call it, showing some signs of heat. And I don't know if that is heat from past tense or what it is. We are seeing a little bit of kind of a hazy condition because of the way the wind is blowing. It's kind of sort of blowing in this direction here towards the camera a little bit. I don't know exactly where it is, but if we go to the other one, we can kind of sort of see it flowing here. And if you watch it, it is kind of moving southeast-ish in that general direction. Anyway, hard to see with the glare of the sun, unfortunately, in this longer range shot. So we'll have to wait till the sun gets around a little bit more. We may be able to see a little bit better there. Still don't know. No, they still haven't set that back up. That one's still frozen, but we'll check back on those later. So that's what we're seeing. Not too bad, and it is all okay for right now. Let's move on, and we're going to see what we can find around the world and other places. Zipping over to the Azore Islands, and of course this is from São Jorge Island, and the view would normally be that of Pico Island across the way here, and Volcano Mount Montana, but we cannot see it over there because of the rain and weather that is happening. Seas look a little bit choppy. Wouldn't want to be out there right now. It would be a rough ride for a boat type person. Anyway, let's get on there, and we'll flip through the other ones real quick. There's our wonderful little cove that we always talk about. We like that little guy, and that looks not bad. And it doesn't look like the wind and waves are splashing it into here. It looks like they're out there. And looking at the way the clouds are moving, they're probably getting the rough weather on the north side of the island rather than over here on the south side. This is the southern side, and of course Pico Island just to the south there. You can see the tip of it. And looking at the other one, and there we can see kind of the divider line here. And this is one of the other harbors. And still looking like what it is, a little bit rough weather. Anyway, there we go, onto the map, looking for the ones from the 4th, and we only have one showing here, you guys, from the 4th of June. 1.7 happened at 1:49 a.m. 1.7 magnitude, very small, and nothing really weird or unusual. And I don't know what to say about it, but I think it's gonna die down here. I don't know yet. It's kind of a hard guess to know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna refresh this one because again this is already a little bit aged, and I want to make sure we get everything properly. Okay, so there we go. We can kind of see that they've taken off the other ones that were down here. The little swarm is gone, and we're only showing looks like 3 quakes. So this one about 19 hours ago is that 1.7 that we've seen, and then we have this guy here, fairly a large quake, I guess 3.0, about 14 hours ago, and it too looks like it is on one of those fissure ridges that it might be on a slightly different angle here. These ones on the island we know run along with the island in that direction. This may be a slightly off kilter here. So anything is possible, but don't know what it is doing all by itself. Let's have a quick look at the big list. Yeah, you see it, 2 of them, one on the island and one, I guess, out in the ocean there, 88 kilometers north of Horta, Azores, Portugal. So depth of 13 kilometers. The other one, they're not showing a depth, so it must be right at the surface. And let's take a quick look at our depth map here. There we go, and we can see there it is at the surface, and there's the other one at 13 kilometers. And that's all we're seeing today, you guys. So Azores definitely a lot quieter, and they did downgrade it from an orange to a yellow, and give it enough time, they may even take that away as well. But you never know, things can happen there. And volcanoes, the nice part of, oh hey, there we can see Montana poking through a little bit once those clouds have moved. That's a little bit better and nicer to see. But yeah, that's I'm surprised that volcano isn't going. I'd like to see that guy. That would be pretty awesome. But that is on the other island, so we're not going to see that one popping anytime soon. Duchess of Elements says, remember Zoe was in a coma for several weeks. I have a feeling things will happen. Yeah, you know, they could. We could have things happen. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Next volcano on our list of volcanoes. Let's go over and have a look at Popocatépetl and all of his friends. As soon as I find where the heck they are. Where are you? Oh, there you are. And let's see, is that, yeah, that's not a very good picture today. But then again, they've been getting a lot of weather down there in Mexico as of late. Some storms coming through and stuff like that, so not a surprise to see cloudy days. Here's some more. Very, very difficult to tell if there is any eruptive material within those clouds at all. And this is another angle of it, and definitely can't tell. And the clouds are right at that peak. Dr. Fox, you do a spectacular job. Bring us volcano information. Thank you so much. You're welcome. And all right, this is Fuego de Colima, and that one is not showing up very well. If we go back into the wee hours, I think we do see it a little bit. But that is 7:28 a.m. We see it. We see a little bit of smoke up top here. At least we think it's smoke. Really hard to tell when it's at this angle. But if it is smoke, then you know, yay, we've got some activity. But it's not a heck of a lot. Moving on to a little further south, down to Guatemala, and there's our good friend Fuego. And Fuego too is hiding in clouds again, and as soon as we locate it, I think it's been pretty much cloudy all day long there. And oh well, actually we do see some stuff, and this is at 8:15 a.m. is what it looked like. Clouds were down a little lower, and I guess not quite as much ground heating. And things dropped down a little as far as the cloud layer. And do we have any eruptive stuff though? Yeah, we do. Right around here, we can see that pluming, and that looks a little eerie, you know. You see that thing poking out above the clouds and then throwing out some bad stuff. If you're down on the ground, you'd never know that it was doing that. You wouldn't be able to see it. I'd just be thankful it's not any major eruption of any type. A little better looking when we look back a little further, we can see it. But then again, prior to that, it was in the clouds again. And in and out and in and out. Let's see, like right there. You know, so very difficult to see or, you know, really make any comments on the activity of this thing because we can't see it for half the time. Anyway, that was 6 a.m. What it looked like. So we'll put it back to present time. That's it right now. And down there, that is about 10 minutes or 9 minutes to 3 o'clock in the afternoon for those guys. Moving on, and yep, Talika got me again. It's okay. Back behind all that cloud, there is a volcano. Let's see if this one. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of giving up on these other ones from. These are in Nicaragua, and they like to cloud over just when it's time for the show. And even Messiah is not showing itself. It is back there, you guys. I promise you. The aliens haven't taken it away yet. At least I don't believe they have. Maybe OFU Lux from Luxembourg can confirm that. And I'll leave it at that. I'm going to put it back on Popocatépetl. Let's get over to our next volcano. And that one is not doing any better as far as visibility. And of course, that is Merapi. And that is what we're seeing right now at Merapi, unfortunately. So I'm not batting 100 on that one. Trying to go back a little bit to see if we can spot any reasonable clear times where we had eruptions. And really, it's not looking good, guys. So we do see a few glow spots here and there, but nothing extravagant. And let's see if we can move that back a little bit more. We do see thunder or lightning. That's pretty cool. Oh, I found one where it was glowing a little bit, and that is right around here. Let's see if we can get it to move forward a little bit. Yeah, right about here, and that is at 22:52 is the time. If we move it ahead a little bit, we'll see a little bit better. But again, really nothing major happening there. As far as, you know, we're not seeing any super duper clouds or anything coming out. So it is what it is. It's kind of just a poor day for seeing volcanoes, I think. And if we go back a little bit further, horrible views, and nothing we can do about it. All right, I'll put that back to live. Looking at the other shot. Whoop, there we go. It gives you your graphs and everything, and the thermal camera is even botched up. The clouds are so thick, so you can't even see that. Let's look at this guy though, and this is kind of neat looking. Yes, that is Ruapehu. Ruapehu on New Zealand's North Island, and that is a beautiful silhouette, and the big ball of fire up there. Nothing happening. I don't know if this is smoke coming out of Ruapehu or not. Too hard to tell and too far away. So yeah, it does look surreal in a way. Definitely an interesting looking picture, so I like it. But that is live video, you guys. If we had any birds or anything flying by, we'd be able to see them. But we'll see once it gets a little bit lighter there. It should look a little bit more awesome. Okay, I'm gonna throw it back onto that one, and we'll move on over to Simaru. And Simaru did have a little bit more activity, but not a heck of a lot. Trying to get on the right spot here, so we can see the glow up top, and really nice. I see they've pointed down at the flow path here. I don't know why. Maybe they did have something coming down the hill that we aren't aware of, but that is pretty cool. And of course, that is what this area here is one of the spillways. So they don't have any bridges. They keep it clear with bulldozers and stuff if they do have a mass spill going down there. And that's kind of risky business as far as I'm concerned. But hey, that's the way it's set up over there. And going over to the other view here, of course, Luolatak. Some stars in the background. We do see a little plume of smoke in here, not a heck of a lot. Down on the bottom is again Simaru from a longer range, and you can definitely see it is off-gassing. Iwu, or Awu, Awu is waking up. The sun is starting to rise for Awu, and Krakatoa, hiding in the dark. Pretty flat line though, and looking at it, really nothing to report with Krakatoa. So don't Krakatoa your toa, and you should be fine. Quickly popping over to, hang on, that's not the right picture. Hang on, we'll find it. We'll find it, and that is not the right picture. There we go. That's the one I wanted to get onto. And that is Simaru in Japan, and we're not seeing too much off-gassing up top here. It does look like it has a bunch of stuff going on, but I don't know. Okay, ice cream boat is there, you guys. Hurry on down, get your ice cream, and run on and grab some if you like. So, yep, the ice cream boat is there. So, hurry, and we'll be here for a few more minutes. Anyway, that is the close-up shot of the crater, and you can see Sakurajima's steaming, pretty cool, right? Looks pretty awesome, and they even have the weather on there, so that's pretty nice. And 23 degrees Celsius is what it is there right now. That's kind of nice, warm for early in the morning, and they'll hopefully have a beautiful day. 2 scoops for you. Okay, and Juliet is running, and yeah, let's just make sure that boat's not taken off yet. No, you're still okay to get in there and do it real quick. Let's just check the other ones. Oh, I wanted to stop here first. Mount Fuji is building a big cloud with a UFO sitting up here on top, parked in the lenticular cloud. That way nobody will notice it. Anyway, this is ASO. ASO is the way it is spelled. ASO-san. And we can see it is definitely steaming today, but this particular volcano is got a green rating, so it's quiet right now. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go back down for the other guy here, and this is Suwanoshi-jima, and of course in the clouds today, so very difficult to see anything. I'm gone back about 6.5 hours here, I think, and we can see a little light within the crater, but that is it. And conditions for seeing are very poor, and we do have to remember this is very close to sea level, and they're shooting from one island over to another island, and that makes it somewhat difficult. That is at, what was it, 22:15 last night their time, and that is what we were seeing activity-wise. So Not a heck of a lot, but yep, our wonderful pea soup, and it is still there. Gonna put that one back on live though, and let's double check. Hey, here comes the second boat. Oh boy, you guys get double whammy today for ice cream. That is absolutely cool. So you get to go choose, check which boat has the better ice cream. That is awesome, you guys. Anyway, it is break time, and that is always a good time. So that gives you enough time to zip down there to get your ice cream before we go do our bacon seeds. And anyway, I'm going to go take a break for about 5 minutes, you guys. So please enjoy the stream. I'm going to see if I can throw some other music on here. I don't know if I've got anything good. So if you hear music changing, I'm just trying to find stuff that will work. Second boat in and get your ice cream. If you guys have not yet hit that like button, please give it a quick shot. That really does help out. I don't know if you want to have a food war, that's up to you. But I am going to go take a break and get ready for bacon seeds. For those who haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I think I have it open right now to everyone. I just want to double check that just to make sure. Oh no, it's subscribers only mode. How did that happen? I did change it and had the door open, so let me open it back up to everyone. Turned off subscribers only mode. If we happen to have bad guys coming in, we will turn subscribers only mode back on. Thank you, Anna Wallner. I will try to enjoy my break, and please don't you guys go away. We'll be back in 5 with bacon seeds. Keep smiling, be happy. I'll be back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on. We'll turn that music back down. And, yep, the ice cream boats are still sitting there, so I hope you got your ice cream, and that is all cool. And welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you guys on board. Major, hey, welcome back. Glad to see you. And thank you to Lucas and Albagal and Kevin Haynes and Gura and Grandma B and Sue. Thanks, you guys. I do appreciate it. And Anna as well. And Mars. Glad that you guys are sticking around. And hope you guys got something. What? Well, okay. I don't know what. Lactose intolerant? You'll have to eat McDonald's ice cream then. That's made with pure chemicals. You don't need to worry about it. Yeah. There's no lactose in those, from what I heard. And if you put it in a microwave for 2 minutes, apparently it doesn't melt. It turns into plastic. I'm kidding. I have never tried it, so you're more than welcome to do so. And let me know the results, please. So if you take a McDonald's ice cream cone, put it in for 2 minutes into the microwave. There, people are saying that it turns it into something. So all good. All right. Anyway, let's carry on. We did say it is bacon seed time, you guys. So let's get over there and make sure that you guys get all your ice cream before those boats leave. And they're going to take off pretty soon. Anyway, this was our little cuties yesterday doing a little cuddle and both of them smirking. And let's get on to our next bacon seed. Look at this guy. Definitely not looking like it's starving. Spotted little Piggy. And that is wonderful. And I like it. Yep, just a little guy. That's all cute. Hey, when pigs fly. I like that. That is a little cutie, a blue-eyed little piggy. And it's got some wings, you guys. What? Hasn't missed many meals. Nope. I don't think this one's missed too many meals either, by the looks of things. And let's see. We'll get on to the next one. And that is this one here. Of course, this is a cute little tiny piglet. And that can't be more than a couple of hours old. And even for 2 hours old, it is smiling. And you gotta enjoy that when the little guys have that beautiful expression. And you know, to me, it tells you the animal is not in any type of distress or anything like that. It's smiling, it's happy, it's feeling good. So that one's got kind of blonde hair. It's kind of funny to see that. Anyway, beautiful looking little animal, and love seeing them. Let's get to our next bacon seed. And this one is just a slight bit older, and of course trucking around on the grass. Lovely hat. I'm not sure where it got it, but I don't want one. I don't think that would look good on me. I just really don't. So I'm going to leave that hat alone for somebody else. Going to a wedding. Oh, perhaps. I think that one is too young to be a wedding goer, though, or to get married. Maybe it's a bridesmaid or something. That could be it. And here's our next one. Trying to keep things in order. This one has got a purple ribbon and, of course, wearing a harness. And I don't know if that one's got a hearing aid or what, but Certainly does not look like it's starving, that is for sure. And yeah, hat from a British queen. Yeah, could be. It could be. Uh, anyway, that is pretty cool, pretty awesome. And let's get to our next bacon seed. And that are these two guys. And again, there seems to be a theme today. I don't think these pigs are starving in any way, shape, or form. Um, these two little porkers are doing just fine. Apparently, they like eating rocks or something, and that is all good. I'm kidding. They don't eat rocks, or maybe they do. I don't know. But they certainly are round little piggies, and definitely not starving. So that is all good. And one more bacon seed to go. Let's see what we got. This guy is snuffling something. He's just eaten something wonderful and letting it slide down. So that is our last guy of today. And what a beautiful batch of bacon seeds Piggy has provided today. And thank you very kindly, Piggy. I know you're in the background. I know you're sneaking around with that cart secretly, picking up all your crayons. We know you're hiding there, so it's all good. But anyway, well, I'll leave those be, and we'll carry on with some of our other volcanoes and take a look elsewhere and see what we've got. And we did take a look at Sakurajima and that area. Both boats are still docked, so if you haven't got your ice cream, you better get it real quick, because I'm guaranteeing those things are going to leave in 4 or 5 minutes, and you won't get any for another hour and a half till they get back. So that's what we're looking at. Anyway, let's carry on. Have a look at Taal volcano, and Taal in the Philippines. We can see a little bit of off-gassing from the volcano itself. There we go. I got it to update itself. A little bit of this gas is from the volcano, these little clouds here. But I don't think it's doing a heck of a lot. So that is kind of what we're seeing for today. And Taal is being regularly quiet. So nothing major going on there from what I understand. Back over to North America, and hey, just in time for the old geyser, or is it geyser? No, it's old geyser. Lots and lots of little Sasquatches out there standing there looking at it, and they are all the way around that thing today. Again, you can see them in the background there. There's bodies everywhere. I wouldn't want to be back here. You never know what's hiding in those woods. You could easily disappear. Anyway, we do see lots of spectators filling up the stands, and that is pretty cool to see. And to ice cream, Gura, you got ice cream? All right. I just want to make sure nobody's left on the boat. No, boats are still there. Okay, let's get back over to our geyser. And that is what we're seeing. I don't know if that thing's going to erupt right away or not. Probably will. Actually, it looks like it might. Come on, shoot up real quick. Thanks for watching. Okay, I must go to bed. Take care and see you all soon. Good night. Okay, good night, Anna Waddler. And you take care. Be good, and all the best to you. And hopefully things are going better for you with your treatments and everything. So, anyway, let's leave it there for a minute, and we'll see if we get any action. And of course, while we're looking at it, I just want to kind of comment on some of the things about Yellowstone and you know, a lot of people always have this hype and say, hey, you know, Yellowstone's going to erupt and society is going to end and all this stuff. And Yellowstone has had different levels of eruptions. Yes, it has had supervolcano level eruptions, but it also has had very, very small eruptions, similar to Ragnar as an example. And for, you know, looking at that type of thing, so there's a huge variance in what we see as far as what can be produced by this. And in the recent terms of, you know, people are saying, well, there's uplift. Yeah, but there's also subsidence. You know, if you're going to look at the uplift, you need to look at the subsidence as well and see what's going on. And don't just be blindsided by looking at one piece of evidence and not realizing that there's other evidence to support it going back down the other way. So, you know, so we have so many different things that can happen there at Yellowstone. And you know, of course, when you watch the movies, you know, they've got the whole darn thing. Half the planet is blowing up, and because Yellowstone erupted. That's really not the way it works, right? And I just I gotta love Hollywood. You know, the hype they put into those things and the mindset that they put people into is a little bit on the fascinating side, considering what, you know, reality is versus what we consider fiction or perhaps even science fiction. In that sense, it's a little bit different watching these things in real life. And you know, like, I've never been to Yellowstone, so I don't know exactly what that feeling is like of being there. I do remember the words that my mother had told me. Is she said, yeah, when she was walking around Yellowstone, it felt like she's walking on a moving surface, so she could feel that underneath her feet, you know. And that's a little bit odd, and you kind of go, okay, I mean, a moving surface, you know, you got what, 10 kilometers worth of rock underneath you, and it's on a floating waterbed kind of thing. I don't know, a little bit weird. Anyway, I don't know if this thing's going to start gushing out or not. Everybody's standing there. Hopefully it will. Maybe we'll take a quick peek at Hawaii, and we'll come back to this guy in a few seconds, and we'll try to have a look there. So, okay, cool. Anyway, that was from 4:11 a.m. In Hawaii, and that's what we were seeing. If we put that, I just wanted to make a comment here. You see how deep that is. You can actually see that the lava level in the lake or pond is very, very low. Now, again, we're not sure. Did the whole floor rise, or is this just drained out, right? So that is one of those things. Put it back to present day. And yes, even with all the smoke, we can see that the level is still way, way down inside the lava pond. And looks like a nose and eyes looking out of the lava right there. Yeah, it does too, doesn't it? A little face. It's one of the lava workers looking out at us. Weird looking picture. I'm going to actually take a picture of that picture because that's a little unique. Moving to the next one, and let's see. There we go. Again, 4:13 a.m. on that picture. Lovely lava there. We do see a few spots around the other portions of the caldera, but we can't see anything else happening there. There we go, daylight, and there's our primary venting. There's the lava pond with the tow area, and we do see a more off-gassing right here. Now, we do have to kind of remember where this used to be over here. Okay, and this has moved out and away from the caldera wall quite a ways. This could be the replacement vent behind it along the caldera wall, and you may see this die out or disappear completely. One of the things that you can see in this particular shot, and when we were talking about the rise or the level being higher in the middle, it does look like it's raised right now, and it does look like it's a downward slope on the edges here, that the outer layer here is lower than the darker material. So it is possible that has risen up again, and that would be a really interesting, because that lava level is so low in here. Then what is causing it to rise up? That is the question, right? Is there a huge bubble of magma underneath there that is pushing this whole thing up? Kind of weird question, but is that what's happening? Is our ice cream boat leaving yet? Yep, one of them left. Darn it. I hope you guys got off and got your ice cream. One of them did leave. So just had to make sure. The other one isn't gone yet, but hopefully you'll get off of there before it leaves too. Anyway, yep. Going to the other photos here. And this is again from what is it, 4:07 a.m. For this one. Again, the Hornitos, or primary event, is sitting right there. The feeders are coming down in via lava tubes into our pond here, and the level is low. Let's refresh it, and harder to see from this side since all that smoke is heading right over top of it, but there's your toll. And you can see the lava levels look like they might be regaining a little bit now, but again, it looks like this area is crested. The darker area is up higher, at least to me. So we may have had that area lift up again, and that would be pretty interesting. We'll keep an eye on it in the near future. Let's take a look at the thermal now. And that was the thermal from 4:14 a.m. Hawaii time. So here you can see the primary event, or Hornito, and there's the little divider pool, and the lava tube is in underneath that, going into the pond and the tow area. And of course, that pond is quite empty right now. And like I said, I'm surmising this looks like it is actually lifted up somewhat, and that is a possibility. And let's get a current thermal view, and we see the lava level is a little bit higher. There is a little bit more activity right there. We see fresh stuff in this area as well. So looks like we're filling back up slowly, and that'll be pretty cool. And I think that is it for looking at what we've got there. Quick peek at earthquakes out there. Wasn't that a song by Dolly Parton? Oops, sorry, I was lagging in the stream. Did Dolly Parton really do that? I'm kidding. Anyway, there's our Hawaiian Islands, you guys. And first thing that we always like looking for is the red ones. Unlike Smarties, we always get our red ones first. Anyway, that happened at 15:16 today, Hawaii time. And that is 30.4 kilometers down, Pahala area. Before we get too carried away with Pahala, I want to take a look at this guy here. And that was today at 1:20 a.m., 7.9 kilometers down, 2.2 kilometer, or sorry, 2.2 magnitude, my bad, and southwest of Captain Cook. Oh, Captain Cook was here, and yeah, Captain Cook has got to be here somewhere. Arr. And that is right in that lava field. Pretty cool. Okay, going over here though, let's take a look at what we've got going on in the area. We did have this 1.8, we see that, and he's got some friends out here. 1.8 at 22:34 from yesterday. This guy here from 2:47 this morning, and that is 1.9, and then he's got another one here, 1.8, also from yesterday at 15:54. So that takes care of those guys. They're all about the same depth, roughly in that 32 kilometer range. Looking at what we've got here on the island, a little closer to Pahala, we do have this guy here, 9:39 a.m. 1.9, a little bigger one there, 2.3 at 11:31, and this is a 1.9 at 12:20, and a 5:45 a.m. for that 2.0. You got one right in Pahala, and well, it's actually 33 kilometers right underneath it, and that is a 0.2. I'm sure nobody would have even noticed it, and it's a 1:51 a.m. that happened. Looking at these other ones here, 2.2 at 43 minutes after midnight, and then we also have 2.1 at 23:03 yesterday, and this one 2:35 a.m. for that 2.4, and sliding over a little bit more, catching these other ones here, 1.5, real little guy from yesterday, 18:13, and this guy from today, 1:06 a.m. 2.2, and going up the hill a little bit more. That guy, 9:57 a.m., just about 58, and that is 2, and it was 32 kilometers down. We don't see anything other newer there, nothing there either, and zooming out a little bit, we don't see anything new on Mauna Loa, nothing on Mauna Kea, and we don't see anything in the other corner of the island here. And of course there is Kilauea itself, and there is the vent, and there's Pig Island, and I don't know if you can actually see, well, in this one it doesn't show the outlying area. Here you can actually see it had a very small ring around the edges, okay, and this of course is much older, this picture, compared to what we're seeing now, and that has now increased probably by at least double, if not triple, the width of that ring around the edges. Pretty cool looking. So I'll let us get out of that, and just real quick check, did the other ice cream boat go? No, it's still sitting there, you guys. They must really be doing some good business with the ice cream. Okay. What about our geyser? Did that go yet? Okay, the old geyser, I don't know if it's about to erupt. Everybody's there. The crowd is getting bigger. This thing should be popping anytime soon. And I'm going to leave it on here. It is break time for me, so please stick around, you guys. I'll let Old Faithful do its thing, and I will see if I can... well, what do I got for music on here? Unfortunately, I only got one song on this particular channel or stream right now. I'm going to just leave that on. It's a little spacey, but that's okay. It's a little background noise. Anyway, for those who have not yet hit that like button, please do consider hitting the like button. That would be great and awesome. Also, for those who are new to the channel, since we are running in an open mode right now. I'm double checking that, making sure it hasn't switched back. Yeah, anyone can get in. Please, if you are new and you have not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing if you feel we've earned it. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I am going to take a 5-minute break, and then we will come back for a lot more. Force Sailor, welcome back. Just in time for me to go on a break. Yes, I like spacey music. Okay, cool. And I'll be back. Don't go away. Keep smiling. And thanks, Grandma B, for cleaning up during the last break there. And I think somebody helped you out, and that's really nice. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, you guys, I do have the microphone back on. I'm watching the old geezer there throw the material out. That is pretty awesome. I'll turn that music back off and get that sound out of the background. And thank you for the welcome backs. Welcome back to all of you. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching VolcanoX, a live stream. And hey, what's on the screen is Yellowstone. Yellowstone's most famous attraction, I guess, next to the bison and the fact that it's a super volcano, as declared by the media. And of course, that is Old Faithful, and it erupts on a regular basis, of course. And it did a fine job on that last eruption and just finishing off now. So pretty cool, pretty awesome, you guys. And we'll take you away from there, though. We do want to cover the rest of the earthquakes around the world and things like that. So let's get on it. Real quick, I did look down here south of Australia. When we get down below, oh, hang on, where's my mouse? My mouse disappeared. Show that mouse. There we go. And there we are. We do see that ridge here, and not sure if... okay, so this is the Australian plate, and it's right on, kind of right on the edge. I don't know if this is a rift zone where it's expanding, or whether that is... it looks like an expansion zone rather than a subduction zone. I think the subduction is over on this side. So big one here at 6.4. No tsunamis or anything like that. 17 was a time, 10 kilometers down. And of course, when we see one that big, there's always got to be another one reacting somewhere. And the first thing that I seen was out here at Tonga, out here in Tonga. This one here, it is 6.2 and 238 kilometers down, 7:07 a.m. So which one went first? That one was 7:07. This one is 7:17. So this one here in Tonga went first, and this was the reaction to it. So pretty awesome to see. And they did have a couple little friends here afterwards. 1407 for this guy. Mind you, that's 483 kilometers down. That's a long ways down for that 4.3. And this guy here, 536 kilometers down for that 4.6. A little bit closer. They're saying Fiji Islands, but that's actually closer to the Tonga Islands than Fiji. Fiji is here. Tonga is right about here, so or very close to it, and that's closer. Anyway, not going to get into semantics about that, but Kermadec Ridge right there, and of course this area here is subducting underneath that plate there, and that's what's going on. Zoom back out a little bit. So those are the big ones that we see real quick offhand. We do see some larger ones here, 4.1 up in Alaska on the Aleutians, and we also see another one over here, South Sandwich Islands from yesterday, 2059, and it was a 5.6, so a little bit bigger. These ones here in Chile and those places are pretty normal, nothing really outrageous. Looking at North America, we don't see anything too weird. We do see this guy here, though, a 4.6, and that's in the Gulf of California again. So we've been having a few in there, and I guess, you know, if the whole North American plate is moving slightly, and it is moving in a north-northwest direction, if it's doing that, of course, it's going to turn around and have reactions in places, and we may see some earthquakes right here where the plate is subducting, where you've got this Central American plate here. I don't know the name of it, but that right where it's subducting underneath here would definitely be noticeable. And yes, this plate is pushing in underneath the North American plate and whatever the rest of those other plates are. So pretty cool to see that. Zooming out a little bit, looking for other ones, we don't see anything really wild or weird. We do have these here in Greece, 4.2. That's down in Crete, and then we have this one up here in Turkey, 4.3, and those are, I think, both from yesterday already. No, this one was actually from today, 3:02 a.m. Down in Crete. This was the older one that they had there, the 4.9, and that was what was it, 10:05 yesterday, and I didn't ever hear if Piggy answered me on that one. This 4.2, 3:02 a.m. So we do have a little bit of activity, but nothing really major. Zipping out, we already looked at what we've seen on the Azores, so now Canary Islands, I'm going to refresh that real quick just so we get up-to-date data. And I know white screen, we don't like it. I'm zooming in, we do see the older stuff out here at Tenerife, and between Tenerife and what is it, Gran Canaria, those two islands right in the middle there. But anyway, we do have a new one there flashing, and of course that new one, 1.6 surface area, and not doing a heck of a lot. That is the only one today. The other ones are all older, and we only had one yesterday, and then 3 the day before, and they were relatively small as well. So not a heck of a lot of earthquake activity, indicating that we're probably not going to see a lot of volcanic activity there either in the next day or two. Up top here, that's the other area we watch sometimes, and that's near Puerto Rico, near Portugal. I'll get it. That started with P anyway. 2.0 from, I guess, what is it? Yesterday at, I guess, whoever's time you want to pick, UTC, 4:16 a.m. So that's where we seen that guy. Those are it for quakes, you guys, and nothing major happening there. Looking at our volcano map around the world, we do have about 53 active volcanoes around the world, and out of those, only a portion are erupting, of course, and the rest are idle. And we do like the ones that are erupting, and in a way I'm glad they're not all erupting at the same time, although I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more action, you know. Anyway, there we have our 2 on Iceland, and I repeat, 2, not 3, and that's what we're seeing there. There's our Seo George, of course, as a yellow one, no longer as an orange. And down here, this is Michael Volcano, Sandwich Island area, and of course our Ring of Fire, and it really hasn't changed any. We do see our guys here in Indonesia are still there. Taal is still considered doing its thing. Hey, Leo, thanks sir, for renewing your membership. I'm just going to write that down, Leo Carlson. Okay, renewed membership. There we go. Thank you kindly, Leo, for doing that. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Oink, oink. And good morning to you, Leo. I hope everything is going well. And in case you guys are wondering, Melbourne, Australia is down here. So you can wave to Leo. Say hi, Leo. I know, we're being silly now, but yeah, down in that area, and that gives you a little bit of an idea where he is. And of course, while we're here, there's Ruapehu, and that is in New Zealand, that is, we looked at that earlier, pretty awesome shot. And we don't see too much. There is Tofua, and of course that Hunga Ha'apai is out here as well, but they're not showing it as any type of surface volcano. It is a submariner now with about a 700-meter depth, so quite a deep hole in the bottom of the seafloor going down. Anyway, Yasur and his friends, and we're going all the way across. These are all pretty much all the same. Ibu, Dukono, Liolatak, Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa there. Here is Ta'al, and Ta'al hasn't been doing a heck of a lot. Suwanosejima, we've seen, still has a fire lit at night. Sakurajima off gassing and smoking, so that's what we're seeing there. And of course our three friends up here on the Kamchatka Peninsula, and that's Karimsky and what is it, Bizi Miani, and I know I'm gonna blow up this Chevelish. Is that like Telly Chevelish? Okay, never mind. Bad humor. You have to be old and have to have seen Telly Savalas in the Lollipop Man there. Never mind. Old bald guy, okay? Kind of reminds me of me. Except for I don't have lollipops. The plate? What plate? Brian, did you lose your plate? Upper plate or lower plate? Anyway, Pavlov and of course Cleveland showing as a yellow hasn't fired off. Great Sitkins and Semi out there. Davidoff is out here, and next to that they've taken that off the list as well. So those are our basic volcanoes around the world that are active or inactive. Of course, Eruption over there in Ethiopia, and then we still have Etna, Volcano Stromboli, and Campi right there, so pretty awesome. And back to our Astia and Philadelphia, and that is right there. Pretty cool, and love it, you guys. Let's see, pop over to our weather real quick, and I don't know, am I missing anything? I think not. Really, I haven't seen too much else. What is this? Oh, that is there. Alaska. I don't think we have anything new in Alaska. I was just trying to see if we have any new stuff there, but it doesn't look like it. No, poor visibility on one, and I'll find out real quick here if we got visibility on any of them. Well, we got visibility on one of them, Pavlov, one picture, and that doesn't bode well as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, and you can almost see Great Sitkins. So let's go take a look there, just so you can see what I'm looking at. So there's Great Sitkins there, and there is Pavlov, and hiding behind the clouds. This is our picture of Semi today, and all you see is clouds. And this is Cleveland, and Cleveland volcano, that is, not Cleveland as in, is it Ohio? Is Cleveland in Ohio? I can't remember. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Cleveland, isn't that Ohio, Illinois? I have no idea. Where the heck is Cleveland? Quick, somebody tell me. Yes, Cleveland is in Ohio. Okay, my memory is better than I thought it was. Excellent, thank you. And so that is pretty good. yeah, not bad for geography. Um, actually, actually, as a kid, it was hilarious because um, geography, I used to sit there and we had a globe at home. And I remember my father had bought, this is back in the 70s, he bought the Encyclopedia Britannica. And of course, that came with a really nice globe. And I used to spend hours and hours just spinning that stupid globe around, looking at places and naming them and memorizing where these things were. And people used to ask me, like in grade school, where's this or where's that country, and it was pretty wild. Like, I mean, it was really, really interesting to be able to remember these places, right? Um, Encyclopedia. I also had the kids and what read it a ton. Okay, I had a set as kids. Yeah, there were actually several sets. You had the high-end version, and then you had the smaller version, and we actually had both. The salesman who sold them to my dad really did a good sales job, and he really, really did. And anyway, I am happy though that my father did buy them because we did use them, and I did a lot of studying, and there was tons and tons of information in there. But there's also a lot of things in there that I wasn't able to find, and that got me mad. But ended up having to go to the darn library to get the other stuff. Anyway, enough of Alaska. Let's go have a look at our weather, and that is kind of neat there. Twirly things going around. Let's check this out. I'm going to redo this real quick. Refresh, and there we go. North America not looking too bad. We do see some stuff in Alaska. That's normal. Normal stuff in the U.S. A lot cleaner looking in Mexico and Central America. A lot less plumage, and that is really, really nice. Same thing with South America, and it looks like the Amazon is pretty much SO2 free for right now. That looks really good. And looking at Eastern or U.S. or that's people pollution for the most part. Sliding over a little bit more here. We see normal stuff down in South Africa, Central Africa, and of course the what we call the Middle East here, and that is the Arabian countries and stuff like that. Also, India area is normal, as well as over here in China, very polluting type guys. And zooming in here, area of interest. We're seeing still high levels coming from Mount Etna. Of course, it having the eruption, and there is what that bacon flow is looking like on their stuff. If we play that, let's see if we'll get in trouble for it. Yeah, and that is their little quirk that they showed in there. So pretty cool, pretty awesome, and that is what we're seeing through windy.com. And windy.com, of course, has all kinds of cameras on there. So looks pretty neat, and you guys are always welcome to load that up and have a look at it yourselves. Not too much happening up in Ireland, pretty quiet. And speaking of Ireland, I haven't seen Irish Monk today. He must be bathing goats or something. I have no idea what he's doing. Anyway, Germany not looking too bad. We do have a little bit of SO2 there. Really clean looking up. Whoa, clicked the wrong button there. Really clean looking up here in Norway, Sweden, and Finland. Really no SO2 whatsoever. Tiny amounts, nothing to speak of. Iceland. They must have something going on at the smelter right now, but very little coming off of there, so it's not a great polluter. And of course, sliding out over Australia and those areas. Down in Melbourne, nothing. A little bit coming from here. I don't know if there's factories or something to the north of Sydney or not, but we're seeing the plumes originating there coming out. Kind of odd. Maybe they've got some fires going or something. This is from White Isle Volcano, and that is kind of pluming around here on New Zealand. Nothing too major though, and nothing coming from Ruapehu. This, of course, from Tofua here in Tonga, and we don't see anything else. We don't see any specific plume coming up from Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai because it is a submariner, and it may be adding to some of this. Yasur and his friends are still doing their thing there. And this is from Ibu and Dukono, right in that area. And again from Luolatok, Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa. And some of this over here is not just Krakatoa, it's Jakarta as well. A lot of big populace in that area. So that's what you would see. And going up here into the Philippines, Taal, and again there is Taal volcano is right there in Taal Lake, and there it is. You can see the volcano island, and that is actually pretty neat. I never knew that it turned into a street map when you got that close. Pretty awesome, and of course when you're looking at it, that whole place is just loaded with people, lots of cities and stuff. Manila being right there, and very close to the action. So that is partially what's causing that. You can kind of see that it's over this whole area, and it's just people pollution is what it is for the most part, and not anything major to worry about though. Kamchatka, we do see our stuff up there, and it is continuing, and again not so much coming off of Alaska. So we'll zoom out and go over to our actual weather map, and we'll take a look at temperatures and precipitation around the world real quick. So North America looking pretty awesome. We got a heat front all the way up into the Northwest Territories here. That looks pretty wild, and wow, 26 degrees in some spots, 27 I seen up there. That is pretty cool, or warm for them. Extremely warm, 28 degrees. Wow, that is awesome. Same thing happening over here in Alaska, and boy, I hope they've got igloo insurance. I'm sure their igloos are gone. With that kind of heat, things would melt very quickly. Lower half of the United States really getting heated up, and the further south you go, the hotter it is. We've got a big storm off the coast of Florida, and I'm not sure if that's considered hurricane force yet or not, but it is definitely there. Sliding into South America, we are starting to see some higher temps again in the Amazon rainforest area, and our cold line has kind of moved back down to just right around Buenos Aires and Santiago, and moving back down a little bit. So warmed up a little bit there, and that's not bad. Temperatures in Iceland, not too bad. We are still getting some mixed winds coming up from the Gulf Stream, and that is certainly helping keep it a little bit warmer there. 8-9 degrees, not too bad. And in some places, of course, here in the ice fields, you're going to see -2, -3. It's because it's ice. And here's Ireland, Irish monk. Maybe that's what he's doing. He's basking in all that wonderful heat with 14, 15 degrees Celsius temperatures. So they're seeing a pretty nice time there in Ireland. A little cooler in Scotland and England, and not so bad though. Going up real quick. Norway, not bad. Finland and Sweden both warmed up a little bit, at least portions of it, and that is nice to see. A little bit of warmth for these guys. That is really, really good. Looking at Germany, not bad. Even just a little bit up in the northern portions are a little cooler, but for the most part, looks pretty warm in all of Europe, and that is awesome. And we got a high pressure right in the central Italy there, and of course some more heat coming. So they're going to get warmer, and of course there's our wonderful desert. The Sahara is heating up, you guys. 38, 39, 40 degrees Celsius in some spots. And same thing happening here in what we refer to as the Middle East, or Arabian East, or area, whatever you want to call it. It's getting warmer and doing its thing. Some of those higher spots here that you're seeing are mountains, and that's why it's a little cooler up on the top. India still quite warm. And of course, you see the huge divider line. That is, of course, the mountains there, Himalayas, and behind it, you've got some very, very cold temperatures up in those mountains. Like, what is it, minus 17 in some spots? Hang on. It's cold up there, though. I don't want to go there. Never mind. I like these places. Bangkok is 28 degrees. Oh, no, hang on. No, it's only 26 today, but I'm sure it'll get to 28. It's early in the morning there, so give it some time. Not bad in most of the Malaysian, Indonesian countries there, looking pretty cool and or warm. And of course, there's our divider line. Southern portions of Australia are really getting into winter. And that is what they're seeing. 11 degrees in Melbourne right now, according to that. And yep, that's what that says in here too. 11 degrees, Melbourne. And but you do have some warm winds coming down. I don't know if that's going to help warm you up or not, there, Leo. And you do have this high pressure down here. Really swirling that wind around on Tasmania. I don't know if that's going to make a big difference. You do also have a high sitting just off of Brisbane, as well as, well, two of them right side by each here. I don't know how that's going to work out. Let's see, what is Brisbane? Actually, they're not that warm either. 9, 10 degrees. So they're in that cool air too. Hopefully that'll move inland a little bit. As the day progresses, it will, I'm sure. And there's a southern island of New Zealand, quite cool there this morning. Northern Ireland really isn't all that much warmer till you get up, way up in the top here. And I can't remember, but I think, yeah, Auckland's is there. So they've got 15 degrees right now. That's not so bad. That's better than being down here at Christchurch, where it's 12, and actually not bad on the coast at all, really, when you're looking at those areas. When you get into the higher land and stuff like that, it cools off pretty quick, though. Anyway, that's kind of our weather for around the world, and we're seeing it's pretty normal, nothing really outrageous. Let's have a look at some precipitation. Since we're already down here in Australia and that area, there's that low sitting right beside, wow, Tasmania's getting nailed. And a little bit in Melbourne and that, so some of that flow, hopefully that'll bring drier air back into Melbourne and warm it up again. That would be nice. We do see this monstrosity out here zipping past New Zealand for the most part, and I'm glad they're not receiving the full brunt of it. And looking out here, Fiji, not so bad. Tonga would be out in the open, but it looks like we've got some storm stuff coming in. And of course, there we go, all the way through. Storms everywhere. I mean, I'm not going to go through each and every one of them, but we see them all, and even here in Japan, bottom end of Japan and Korea, those areas, we're getting a storm here, and that looks pretty nasty, going all the way into China. Bad weather, and another storm off of the northern end of Japan, getting over into North America real quick, and we see this mess coming up the coast, and a little bit in the mountains here, which really isn't overly bad. That's not going to be a big concern. This seems to have lightened up a little bit, but we do have an isolated storm cells here in the middle of the country, and I'm not sure that Kansas or someplace, yeah, it'd be pretty close, I guess. Yep, Kansas City right there. So yeah, gee, my geography's not bad. Anyway, not bad here in Quebec, and going into Maine and those areas too, but we do see this nasty storm off the coast of Florida, and that is getting into somewhere in Georgia here, as well as South Carolina. So definitely noticing some of that, and it is pretty nasty. Okay, equatorial storm, still all the way across. We do see that, and I don't know if we've looked at precipitation for, we don't see any for Iceland, which is nice, and they're getting a little drier weather. Down on the bottom end of Ireland a little bit there, and looks like France has got some storms happening in it, and northern Spain. Germany looks pretty clear. Holland would be pretty good too. Not sure how it messes up here in going into Belgium, but that would be kind of portions of it, I guess, would be what we're seeing. Italy, not bad looking. We do see a little bit of stuff here in Turkey, and Piggy would be getting rain right now on her island. Not very hard, but some rain, and her temperatures there would be 23 degrees at nighttime, and getting a little bit of rain probably will make everything grow like mad by morning. Hopefully it will stay nice for them for the next day or two. All right, leaving that alone for a second, gonna take a quick peek and see if we can spot a low temperatures down here in the bottom. It's always hard to find the lowest point, and Sue was really good at finding the low temps, and I don't know if she's done so yet today. Minus 68 so far is the lowest I've seen. 67. I'm sure it's lower than that. I'm sure it's minus 70 something out there. Sue found minus 90 degrees Celsius. Wow, that is absolutely horrible. Minus 90 degrees Celsius. Where did you find that? What was that location, Sue? I'm just curious, because that is horribly, horribly cold, and I'm curious where that is. And we see some cold going around here, and minus 67, 68, 67. No. Okay, I'm not seeing it, but all right, I'll believe you. Minus 90 degrees Celsius. Make sure that you dress your penguins warm, and really get them an extra jacket, because that is awful cold, even for a penguin. I mean, Wow, minus 90 degrees Celsius. How can anyone survive in that? You know, that is, there it is, 83 south, 83 east. Coordinates 83, whoop, 83 south and 82, 85. So somewhere around in this area. And I'm sure it is there somewhere, and it is cold. So keep your penguins warm, you guys. That is important. We're not all basking in the warm desert sunshine or stuff like that. So anyway, on that friendly note, let's pop back over to our other wonderful volcano here. I just want to double check something here. No, not that guy. And where am I? Was on there. I want to double check and see if that guy's working at all. Oh, nope, that's not going to work. And one more time. Where's my other one? Nope, that's not that one either. Too many windows open, you guys. And we'll go here and click on that. Okay, so that will allow me to do this. And we will finish off the show with that showing that way. And thank you everybody for being here today. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. UFOs under the ice? Well, you never know. You never know, Garabando. There's lots of things under the ice that we have no idea that are even there. So anyway, big thank you to Timothy and Leo for Timothy for getting the new membership, and Leo for renewing his. No super chats or anything, so that's fine. And big thank you to our wonderful moderators, Arizona Snowman, Lucas, Piggy, and of course CND Boy and Joseph Fields Official. And that is excellent that you guys are helping out. I really do appreciate it. Oh, a picture of a man. Oh, I have that. Let's show that one real quick. Where did I stick it? Oh my God. I put it somewhere. I loaded it, but I forgot where I loaded it. Okay, let me dig it out. I know roughly where I saved it to originally. And let's find if I can find it here. Let's see. And of course it was named something really weird. I might have to, oh, there it is. I found it. I renamed it. There. And this is the Mayon volcano. And that is, that was from yesterday. And we see that volcano is really, really peaked up there. That would be a one heck of a sleigh ride down there if you try to do that. But you can see definitely smoke up at the top, and that is pretty awesome. So there you go. And my friend lives just across the bay and took the picture. Well, thank you, friend, for that wonderful picture. And that is a mighty tall looking volcano. So Mayon, Mayon is the name of that volcano. And what country was it in again, Sue? I missed what country it was actually in. But it is a beautiful looking volcano. And I think we could pick up some real speed going down the side of that on a sled. So it's in the Philippines. Okay, that is awesome. That is cool. And we will leave that one be, though. And thank you for sharing that picture. And we'll leave it here for our final and end. And thank you, everyone, for being here today. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, the wonderful membership in here, as well as the rest of the Lava family. And please remember, you're all part of that Lava family. So be good, be kind, keep smiling, and most of all, make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you in tomorrow's stream. And good night, and oink oink.